and I really thought that somebody should have said something.
White knighted?
Not white knighted, but they were making excuses for the person that was attacking me, and they were just talking over me. It wasn't about what the argument was about.
Like
they
a
were
reverse
just
white knight.
They were just talking over me, and I thought somebody should have had the balls to say, "Listen, this is not how debate happens. Let him talk." That kind of thing. Yeah. Well, there wasn't a moderator, but I still thought. No, there have been times when I thought I've thought that people were kind of
Unfair?
cowardly, and because maybe the person that was attacking me had a lot of prominence, and they didn't want to, they wanted to be in that person's good graces or be on their hangouts or whatever. So I have felt that way too at times, but I'm just saying I understand what you're saying as far as that goes.
Yeah, I know you understand. If I was in there, and if I was in there and I didn't say anything, I do apologize. I probably wasn't paying attention to the.
No, actually, you have spoken up when you did recently do that, and I appreciate that. You actually
salute you. Kudos.
Yeah.
Well,
no.
Jeff, you're my friend, and you are a nerdy libertarian, and I know you hate my Canadian health care.
Okay.
I heard that you don't like it a lot.
Yeah,
so,
I love healthcare. I don't think it should be coercive. I think it would be much better.
Coercive.
I think it would be better served if it were voluntary. That's my position. That's the great misunderstanding.
Okay, no more forced amputations, right? Okay, listen. It's incumbent upon the moderator to not allow for ad hominem attacks. Correct, Jeff?
I would think that would be a pretty basic role of a moderator.
Basic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the moderator should keep peace.
Yeah.
But what if the moderator is the shit disturber in the first place?
Well, that is a problem.
Game on.
Don't go to hangout.
Hangout and start your own hangout.
That's right. It's a free market.
Hey, game on, dude.
Tell lyrics.
Yes,
a free market is an absence of rulers, not rules. You can have a really good debate with pretty strong rules, and property rights dictate that stuff that happens on your property you can regulate it, and that's there's no conflict there. That's what. So if it's your hangout, if that is a property as such, then you should be able to have your rules for the discussion. Just like if you say Rand Campbell can't be on here, that's perfectly valid.
Rand Campbell, if you're watching this hangout, please come and join, please.
That's not un-libertarian at all.
Rand Cam is welcome to come into this room. It's just I'm going to yell at him when the minute I see him.
Hi, Lyrics.
But
Can
most
y'all hear me?
likely I'm probably going to yell at him.
Hi,
I
I'm
love
back.
St. Tommy, though. It's just that he didn't stick up for me after Rand Cam talked a bunch of shit with me after I left. And I understand that St. Tommy is a flavor of Christian. And I'd love St. Tommy. He's my brother in God. But,
What flavor? You think Rocky Road or mint chocolate chip? What do you think,
no,
Tommy?
Tiger.
Hello, can anybody hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
Spoiler,
Oh, look.
oh God. Oh, yeah, well.
You've been around here. Okay, Peba. Okay, you've been around here long enough, Lindsay, to know that these sort of things happen, right? With Brandcam.
Yes, he was exposed by Hillary, so it's hard to take him seriously.
Okay.
I say exposed, he says betrayed. But, Allahu Alam.
Potato, tomato.
Potato, tomato.
So, I mean, you know, every day is it's a brand new day every day, right? Every tomorrow.
Well,
Water under the
there's,
bridge.
I'm someone that has a personality disorder, so I take everyone way too seriously. I gotta learn not to take people so seriously. That's why I'm gonna learn how to do DBT, dialect behavior therapy. So inshallah that goes through that I get into the group in Edmonton.
Oh, Pyong, you had something to say?
Nope.
Okay.
Yes, you did. I saw
No,
your microphone.
I just wish that in these hangouts that people's time to speak, their exposure, if you will, was relative to their credibility. You know, like that Roy hangout that you had, Bunto, at the end. There was some fuck up named Teacher who just kept proselytizing.
Right.
Now, I'll tell you,
interrupting Jackie.
And Annabelle too.
And Annabelle.
You know,
Oh.
one thing I noticed when I'm sorry, Lindsay, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. Well, you know, I always take claims of sexism with a grain of salt, particularly with the frivolity with which that particular accusation is bandied about nowadays.
Okay.
However, when I was looking at that, you know, when somebody would pipe up and dispute Teacher, he really wouldn't interrupt him. He interrupted Annabelle. If you go back and watch that, every time she opened her mouth. You know what I'm saying? So,
interesting.
Yeah, every time she started to say something, he would interrupt her. Nah, and he was going to correct her. Nah, I'm going to tell you. No, no,
You know what I've realized is that on the internet, when women are, I can't say like feminism, you know, they're really feminist, but when they're strong, men do that, dude. Random men will just cut them off. Like people that make a point about feminist issues, there are certain guys that'll just attack them, dude, for no reason.
Yeah, that was not good. I mean, I was like, that's a little bit strange.
Yeah.
He might have just been scared of her, or didn't like her, or something like that. You know, from something previous. I don't know.
Oh God, man.
Something about strong women, dude, that guys can't handle. They have to have control over the situation, you know.
Yeah, could be. Yeah.
Some women are cunts.
Exactly,
Okay.
dude. Some of them are, dude. Some guys are too. It all depends.
I like strong women. Man,
Yeah, me too.
What's
Yeah.
a strong woman?
I ain't never seen one.
She got like 300 pounds.
Someone that I look at and say that's not weak.
Oh, dude. I'm falling in love with you now, Lyrics. Ba-bum. Hello. Did I drop out again? Yes, we all appreciate strong-willed people, right? Like Michael Ann?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think she's funny.
I love her. What's happening? I just hear noises.
I don't know. Brojo's thing's going. Yeah, Lindsay, I don't know. You know, I can't tell you not to take it seriously, but one thing I would suggest, honestly, this is what I do. This might sound like some crazy woo shit, but I sit on it at least for a couple of weeks, you know, and if it still bothers me at the end of a couple of weeks, then I address it, you know.
I can't brood. I'm not allowed to brood anymore.
No.
Just,
I'm not saying brood. I'm not saying brood. I'm saying that's what I do to kind of control my thoughts or to control my behaviors based on when I have like these vindictive thoughts or something.
Meditation.
Like that. It's not really meditation. It's just that I don't allow myself to act upon stuff most of the time. You know, I lose it too. I mean, it's not like I never.
Okay, when you get violent thoughts, you can successfully suppress them.
Yeah, but yes, actually, I can. I wouldn't say violent thoughts, but you know what I do? I lay down and I listen to. Yeah, I lay down, and then when I start thinking about something, and I swear this could be completely, what do they call it when it's in your brain? Psychosomatic.
Okay, psychosomatic.
But I will try to change the blood flow in my brain literally by changing the position of my head.
That's interesting. Way interesting, honestly.
And it works. I mean, like if I'm thinking about a particular thing, I will. I mean, but again, it could be psychosomatic. It might not have might not be based on, might just be habitual.
Something
like
upsetting happens. You jump in the bed and curl into a fetal position.
No, man. See, here's my deal. Like, I regret things a lot. You know, I think more than most people. And so,
hello,
like,
check.
When I had Brojo, I heard you say check.
Okay. Yeah, I had to change my settings. Sorry. Okay.
Oh, no problem. So, like, my last girlfriend that didn't work out, man, I regretted a lot of stuff about that, and I felt real bad about it. My brain just would not stop, you know. And so I found that if I would shift position on my head, like, you know, have one cheek on a pillow and then switch to, like, nose straight to the ceiling type deal, that my thoughts would change. And I think that has to do with the goop in my brain, you know, like the liquids, you know, when I'm honest to God. And I would change my breathing too. I'd try to bring in more oxygen into my brain. So I'm not saying that's real, you know, like I said, it could be psychosomatic, but it works for me, and I can kind of get my mind off of it. It may be meditation, I don't know. But I think a good habit, though, is to not react and to sit on something for a couple weeks. If it still bugs you after a couple weeks, there's some legs to it. So, oh fuck, Bunto left.
Yeah, no,
router's dying. His router or router, whatever you want to pronounce it as, is tapping out.
My router is dying. It's just every 50 minutes it's ending.
I'm sorry. I kept talking. I'm not looking at I'm playing Call of Duty. So.
And I totally missed what
Are you playing Advanced Warfare?
No, I'm playing Ghost Extinction. So.
No.
Okay, when you get angry, you play that game, right?
No. I'm just. This is just my downtime right now. So. I'm not angry. I don't usually get angry. What's that?
Did you beat Monster Hunter?
No. I'm still working on it.
Okay, but Pyong, if you get angry, you can play that game and blow off some steam, right?
Not really. No, it's not really. It's not a really relaxing.
Like if I pissed you off, you could just start shooting. You know.
No, digital bombs on digital people is nothing compared to punching someone's lights out. It just doesn't. I've tried.
Like bumper cars.
Now, bumper cars might take some stress off. I could do some bumper cars. Definitely.
No, man, I don't play video games to like alleviate anger. Usually, I try to address what's pissing me off. Sometimes it's impossible. Like if I get like Keller starts talking his fucking libertarian shit again. Oh my God, you know, and then he leaves the hangout. What the fuck am I gonna do? I gotta.
The truth hurts.
The truth hurts.
The best part was the McDonald's. So are you saying that McDonald's really wasn't culpable, or?
Yeah. See that in that situation, then I'm like I can't really address like the frustration or whatever. So just gotta kind of manage your thoughts.
Yeah.
Jeff, you're there. You really don't get angry, right?
Oh no, I get angry.
I've never seen you angry.
Well, most people haven't, but it does happen occasionally. Maybe like a couple times, maybe once a year or once every couple of years.
Ever in Hangouts?
No, I've only been frustrated. No, I don't get really angry, but I have been frustrated where people have talked over me and stuff like that, and I've said, okay, I'm leaving, but I don't get. Yeah, I you know, there's no rage or anything like that, but I'll get frustrated and maybe I'll quit if I think people are just mocking me or talking me over me. No, it's not a rage quit. I mean, no.
No, I'm just fucking with you, dude.
Yeah, no, I really don't. I'm pretty even tempered, and I don't take ideas personally. Just like really rudeness or people shouting at me.
Yeah. Good job.
Yeah, that's all.
It's difficult because a lot of times you're known for libertarianism, you know what I mean, and a lot of people have a hatred for libertarianism, so you have to deal with like a lot of bullshit. Jeff.
Yeah, people really. I know. It's
Like,
like
I
earlier
understand,
today,
dude, I
I
understand.
think you were on, and yeah, there was so people were saying, well, you just think blah blah blah, and they were like having this argument with me, but they weren't even talking to me. They were just telling me what I think and having their own like argument with me.
Right.
It's like, really?
I mean,
can
there's like
I
a
be
lot of
involved in
stuff.
this? If I'm the one that's if you're arguing with me, can I maybe say something?
There's a lot of stuff I love about libertarianism, like the centralizing of government. I love it.
Yeah, I mean it's fun to think about. It's kind of like Middle Earth. It's kind of fun to think about every once in a while. The implementation of it is completely unrealistic,
Yeah.
but
Centralized power.
And we know that everything works so well under the state, so yes, it is.
Libertarianism to Middle Earth. Okay, Middle Earth is absolutely awesome.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Tolkien was very smart to come up with that concept.
Orcs.
Orcs, elves, and goblins mixed together.
All the way to the bank, babe.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that something? I mean, that gave rise to Dungeons and Dragons and all kinds of stuff. I mean, modern fantasy, really.
Yeah, MPs, dude.
Fairy folks been around.
Yeah.
Hit points, stamina +4. You know, flaming sword of death. I hear you, dude.
Fairy folk.
Fireball in your close room.
Our rare amount of libertarianism. I can't even fucking say the word right.
Libertarianism.
Libertarianism. Is that right?
Don't worry about
You know,
it.
like
It'll never be an
racism.
Actually,
actual
the things
economic
in proportion is just dandy.
Like racism or white supremacism, libertarianism.
What?
means
Libertarianism?
you're good at libertarian.
Well, it used to be. It actually used to be the case that the word liberal actually meant libertarian up until the progressive era, and the progressives stole that word from us.
Stole?
Those thieving bastards.
They did.
The white man
yeah,
stole the black man's music, man.
they stole the black. They stole our word, and so we had to come up with this
white man
libertarianism,
stole
which is
black
kind of a
man's
funky
Bible.
word.
Yeah, I'm a
Don't
classic.
interrupt him. He gets
Yeah,
frustrated.
classical liberalism is kind of what libertarianism was. The Democratic Party up until Wilson was the party of limited government.
Democratic Party?
Yes, more slaves for everybody. Be free to own.
Well, it was also it was unfortunately it was a pro-South party, and you're right. The Democratic Party has a checkered past, but in terms of being for limited government, the Democratic Party was. Unfortunately, you're right. It was also the party of slavery.
Party that seceded.
Okay, well, Jeff, have you ever heard of the Rhinoceros Party of Canada?
No.
Go look them up and tell me what you think about them.
Well, can you give me a summary?
They're crazy.
Okay.
The Rhinoceros Party, they wanted to plow down the Rocky Mountains so that Albertans had a view of the ocean.
Oh, yeah, that is crazy.
Great idea.
They were actually the real one. Anyways, you, my friend, remind me of my grandfather. And I admired my grandfather quite a bit, so that I think that you're in the same category of, because I probably think that he was a libertarian. Ha, I finally said it right. Now that if I think about it. But you are quite nerdy like him, so be accomplished.
Well, nerdy. That means different things to different people.
You like
but,
nerds, right, Jeff? Nerd?
Yes, I do. I have some of my best friends are nerds.
Some of your best friends are black, gay, right?
Yes, indeed.
You also
Absolutely.
got nerd friends.
Transsexuals.
So what's a nerd? So is a nerd someone?
So
Hold on.
basically, yes. Basically, what libertarianism says is there's only two parts to it that are the basic
Freedom.
views. Well, freedom, but
And centralized
one is-
power of the government,
one is
right?
that you own yourself, so that would preclude any kind of slavery or anything like that, and the other is that you don't get to initiate force against anyone else. So if you want to have a view of the ocean from Ontario, middle Ontario, that's fine as long as you don't violate the life or property of other people. So it doesn't.
Which is hard to do.
It's very hard to do. Yes.
Okay.
I would say that if you're in Middle Ontario, if you want a view of the ocean, you need to go to Vancouver, or you need to go to the provinces on the east side. But what libertarianism is, it's kind of kindergarten ethics. It's don't hit people, don't take their stuff, and what
Okay,
makes us
you would
different, we apply that to everything and everybody.
Okay, listen. You would like for people to take libertarianism a lot more seriously as a political position, right?
I would like people to take peace, nonviolence, and recognition of individual sovereignty.
Right. So
yes.
I think that we should start, forcing our libertarians to start registering so we know who they are. So we can take them seriously.
Well, not the individuals that are holding those views,
I want to list
the ideas themselves. Yeah, no. I know where you're going. Yes, you want to. Yeah. Oh, because these are good ideas, we ought to have a Nazi-like registration of people that hold those views. Is that
I mean, yeah. I wouldn't characterize it exactly.
Well, I think that's actually the straw man that you're trying to put forth. No, the ideas are important, and no, we don't want to register people or anything like that. Of
course
not.
Kong, are you there? Wouldn't you register?
What's that?
Wouldn't you register as a libertarian? If you're required.
If I was one, yeah.
Sure. Well, register with whom?
Well, with our government.
Well, if I was
Department of Homeland Security.
If I was a Jew and I thought I should be free, that doesn't necessarily mean I should register with the Nazi Party to tell them I'm a Jew. No, that doesn't. Registration is not part of any kind of philosophy that you think is valid. So no, that's ridiculous.
Registration is pretty important in our the way our system of government's set up.
Well, it depends on registration.
We'd like to know if the lawyer has accreditation or university has accreditation. I mean, you have to register so we know who you are.
Well, for what purpose? If you're registering to
see if you're to understand if you're a legitimate, lawyer, doctor,
there are things like there's a Libertarian Party. You could register with them, or you could join a libertarian organization.
Yeah, but that's not good enough. I mean, there's people.
So you think people should register with non-libertarian entities?
So we know that they're libertarian. Yes.
The only
maybe registering with state institutions is not so libertarian. So maybe that would not be a good litmus test.
Anyone?
As far as I know, you only have to register a particular party if you are voting in the primaries.
Yeah, the registering has to do with voting. If you have a certain set of ideals, you don't really have to register. You just have to find a way to find people that you can persuade. Well, you don't have to persuade. You don't have to register with some national.
Okay, well that's a good question.
For the draft or whatever.
But Jeff, in the libertarian society, voting wouldn't be that essential, right? Unnecessary.
It would probably be non-existent. No, it would be
right,
a market
so,
society. You would vote with your dollars.
Vote in a libertarian society.
Which is actually the most democratic way that you can express your views. You vote with. You vote actually if you're a stakeholder. You actually vote with your dollars, and it actually carries a lot more weight as to what you value when you vote with your dollars, rather than you say, "Oh, I like these kind of rights or this kind of system or." The space program or whatever. None of that really has a whole lot of meaning unless you're actually if there's an opportunity cost for you in particular. So voting is actually if you like democracy, the market system is the most democratic and the most pure form of democracy that there is. And you can actually have it's not winner take all either. So you can vote to wear a pink tie, and somebody else can vote to wear a purple tie because there's a plurality and there's an incentive to meet the needs for part of the electorate. It's not one size fits all. So this is where if you really want choice and stuff like that, the market is far superior to this idea that you go and vote every 4 years for some clown that you may like his position on education, but but he's a big warmonger and you don't like that, but you have to take this horrendous package
let me
deal.
ask you a question. Is Pyong there? Pyong?
Yeah, go ahead.
You
Yes.
the game. Okay. The best democracy, you don't need to vote, right?
No, of course not.
Why not?
Well, that's democracy is all about voting. We have a modified republic in the United States. It's not actually a democratic system, but it's democratically elected modified republic.
Yeah, we vote for personnel. We don't vote for particular issues.
But the problem with what Jeff is saying is the people with more money have more influence with any market, and of course the market never. These are very basic things. I'm sure that Jeff knows them. The market can never provide whatever the good is for everyone, obviously. So, but what were you saying, Bunto, about democracy?
Well, yes.
I don't know what that means, so I'm not going to just.
In no market system can it function where everyone is supplied with whatever good is being sold or offered. You know that. That's basic economics.
No, the market. However.
You don't know that.
No, the market. According to what your perfect scenario is, that everybody should have X, Y, and Z. Of course, perfection is not.
That's not what I said. It's not what I said, Jeff.
Perfection.
Pay attention.
I did pay attention.
You're not going to just fucking roll here.
Okay, let him finish his point, Jeff, please. Go ahead.
In a market system.
Jesus, Jeff.
I can be as.
Jeff, I'll let you talk.
Are you interrupting me? Okay.
Jeff, I'll let you talk, but I got to tell you, I don't want to hear your fantastic stuff. Okay. I really don't want to hear your fantasy world for a long time. I'll let you go ahead and finish, but I'd rather not you just drone on about your fantasy world.
Okay, Jeff, go ahead. Go ahead, give it in a nutshell, and then we'll let Pyong respond, and then we'll referee, through the panel. Go ahead, Jeff, please.
I'm not going to fight with them.
Well, let's just hear, both points of view.
So
go ahead, Jeff.
Okay, so let me just ask you a question. So your position is. Actually, explain your position, because I don't think I totally got what you're saying.
Okay,
go ahead, Jeff.
In any market system,
right,
there will never be enough of a given good or service to facilitate everyone.
All right.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah, I think that is what we deal with. We deal with a world of scarcity. So there absolutely is not enough of everything that everybody should conceively want at all times.
The market's not perfect.
Correct.
And
that's why we need an economy. If there was, absolutely, we wouldn't need any kind of economy. If everything was if there was some system under which we could all have everything we could ever possibly want, then yes, we wouldn't need an economy. So I don't disagree with you there.
Right, and then there would also be manufactured scarcity. Like whatever, apples. Everybody does
whatever.
That's correct. But, so the question is, we have scarcity, and therefore, what is the most rational way to allocate resources? Would be a very practical way to ask of an economic system. So you're right. So there are all kinds of problems with there's opportunity costs. So if I pursue one endeavor, I'm paying for it with the other things that I might have consumed for it, that I might have also pursued. So that's absolutely correct. What you're saying, that there is no system that guarantees unlimited abundance. But what a market system does, unlike any others that I've seen historically, is that a market system actually does allow poor people to get what they want, people to be productive and to
at the same level as a rich person.
Not at the same level as the rich person, but the rich person in a free market is the person who creates the most resources that others can compete for. So for example, if you have somebody like Steve Jobs, he's personally very wealthy.
The rich person is entitled to a monopoly.
Steve Jobs is dead.
Yes.
What does
Okay,
that have to-
listen.
Okay, what
So
does
let
that
me go
have to
ahead
do
and
with
get
it?
This is Reaganomics.
Steve Jobs
Okay.
doesn't have jack shit anymore. He's
All right,
fucking dead.
that's given,
Well,
but let me go ahead and ask the
that was
panel.
a nice way to derail a conversation. Okay, so somebody
You're accusing me of derailing a conversation. Fuck,
Yes,
yeah.
I am. That was so.
No,
Okay,
hey,
so
Can I
somebody who's
squeeze the panel in here? Okay, let me ask the panel. Is the free market good enough to run a democracy? Lyrics, Brojo? Anyone?
It just sounded like I listened to a Ronald Reagan speech right there about the economy, dude. The trickle down stuff. I mean,
I didn't say trickle down. Where did you get that? Okay.
No,
No, I got totally interrupted, and I got totally interrupted with
We understand, Jeff. We just
a piece of irrelevant trivia. I couldn't
You're right,
talk about John D. Rockefeller or anything like that, but that's Pyong's way of deflecting is to bring up something
Right, Jeff.
utterly irrelevant.
Oh, really?
Okay, so
We
somebody
agree,
who's very
Jeff.
okay.
How do you know that's what I was doing, Jeff?
Well, I don't know what did you
No,
have-
you're just making assertions. Do you want to talk about your little
well,
fantasy
you're
world?
just.
That's
This
fine.
is not a serious conversation. Okay,
Oh,
if you
no,
guys
it's
want to have a
not.
bull,
Jeff, the moment you open
session,
your
that's
mouth,
fine.
it's not a serious
No,
conversation.
well, you're not
I
being
opened
serious.
the-
I'm the
I was
the
being
best
serious.
in here. It's my hangout. Calm
I was
down.
Yeah,
being
Jeff,
serious.
calm the fuck down. Jeff,
No,
calm down.
I don't really give
Calm
a
down,
shit.
Jeff.
lay down, Jeff, on a
Yeah.
bed.
Yeah.
Be quiet. I'm speaking. It's my turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't say that he's living in a fantasized world. That's mean.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff, you were the one
I
that
said
said
that.
it.
I didn't
dog.
say that. Okay, well, whatever.
I
If
didn't
you guys
say
don't
that
want to
you
have
were
this
saying that,
conversation,
Jeff. I'm
that's
saying
fine.
that's what I heard someone
Yeah.
say. I'm not saying who said it.
Yeah.
I'm saying calm down.
I was talking about an entrepreneur, and he says, "Well, he's dead
Yes.
now." So that tells me you're not really serious about this topic. So
No,
that's
not
fine.
at all, Jeff.
That's
like I
fine.
said, I don't want to sit and hear about your fantasy
Well,
world
then why are you
for an
talking
hour.
about it? You brought it up.
Jeff, I don't want to sit and hear about your fantasy world for an hour. I mean,
That's
fuck,
fine.
dude.
Well, I don't want to
Okay,
hear about your
weird.
fantasy
I
world
would
either.
say-
So there we go.
I don't have a fantasy world, Jeff. I don't fucking come into every hangout and start talking about my pretend world where the fucking free market rules are.
Okay.
Well, be fair, Peon.
Well, okay. Well, that's quite an argument.
Okay.
Yes, it's all fantasy if you don't agree with it. That's
Please,
Jeff,
what-
hey,
it's
Jeff,
all-
what
What the fuck is going on?
it's like economic Dungeons and
What the
Dragons,
fuck?
dude.
Yeah.
Jeff,
That's
Jeff,
touche.
what economic
I'll just
regime
call it
ever
fantasy,
on
then I
the
don't have to come up
planet
with
has
any
been a
facts or
libertarian
any
regime?
counter argument.
Jeff,
So,
what
okay.
name
Okay.
one regime on the planet that has ever been a libertarian regime?
I got your number. Okay, no, that's all right. You don't
Jay,
want to talk about
no,
it seriously, so
I'm
not gonna
asking
put
you
it-
a question, Jeff.
No, I don't
Okay,
need to put
hey,
any more effort
wait
into
a
this
minute.
conversation.
Go ahead. Hold on, wipe off your mouth.
No, you're,
Hold on.
You're not
Name
worth the
one
effort.
regime.
You're
that's
not worth
been
the
a libertarian
effort.
regime.
I'm not. I
Be
can't
nice,
take you
Eric.
seriously.
Eric, be nice.
Name one regime that's libertarian on the planet
no.
in history.
I don't need to take you seriously. I really don't take you seriously.
Because
I don't want to put any
because
effort
you
into
know
your-
there hasn't
your
been
silly
one,
comments.
Big Daddy.
Listen, we
I
understand.
don't want to put any
Right.
effort into your
Right,
silly-
right. Okay,
We
Jeff.
understand.
Let's talk
Because
about sports or whatever it is that you're more comfortable
That's
talking about.
why it's a fantasy world.
Okay.
Not a
It
fantasy
doesn't
world.
exist.
Let's
Yeah,
ask
right,
our
right.
participants what they think, okay?
Name
Derek,
it, Jeff.
you're
Just
saying
name
something.
one. Prove me wrong.
No,
Prove
you've
me
already
wrong with
proven
your
that you don't
massive
take these
intellect,
issues
Jeff.
seriously, so why should I put any effort into...
Prove me wrong. Just
I don't
name
care
one.
about- I don't give a shit
Jeff,
what
just
you
name
think.
one. Just name one, Jeff. I don't care. I don't care what you
I think
think.
you're capable of
You're
proving
not
yourself
serious.
wrong. You're
Name one.
capable of... Why are you talking over me? See,
Name one.
Obviously, you have nothing to
Okay, look.
Name one.
Look, can
No,
I
I'm
interject
done-
here
I'm
real
done.
quick?
Name
I'm
one.
done with you. I'm done with you. I don't
Okay.
care what you think.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh,
just
you don't
have a
care now.
ceasefire.
I don't. I couldn't care less what you think, actually.
Right.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay, Lyrics, I wanted to hear what you had to say about what you've heard so far. Could you please continue? Thanks.
I
Lyrics.
think that I have no comments.
Okay, thanks. Brojo, any ideas?
On what just happened? That clusterfuck?
Right.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
what do
what
you
it was. That's my
Nobody has
comment.
anything to say. They just want to talk over me, so whatever.
Okay,
I don't give a
Okay.
shit.
Jeff,
I
Name
don't care
one.
what you think.
Name one,
I don't think
princess.
anybody else does either.
Name one.
Let me
Name
ask,
one libertarian regime in the history of the planet. Just one. Just one. I don't care.
Whatever.
I don't care.
I don't know.
Oh,
You
I don't
name
care. Jesus, dude. But no, that's the basis of me saying it's a fantasy world. It doesn't
I'll say
exist.
Yeah, I know. You've said that several times.
It doesn't exist.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what you think. Okay,
let me say
noted.
this in Jeff's
Don't-
defense. That
don't.
eventually somebody
Noted.
will
Excuse
try
me. Excuse me.
libertarianism.
Excuse me.
Give me.
Somebody
Give me
will
Jeff.
try libertarianism,
Excuse
right?
me.
As a-
Excuse
Michael, you're talking over me. I don't care about you.
Excuse me.
Pyong. Okay, there's no